I have made well over 1 million rand online so far as a South African. I've made money online literally starting from zero experience with zero money and just having literally nothing to my name. I'm gonna run you guys through a little bit of my story, how this has actually happened for me, how I've been able to pretty much reinvent my reality through making money online as a South African, and how that actually worked to my advantage. I truly believe that it's actually the reason that I've been able to build the lucrative business that I have today, that has enabled me to relocate to Europe. Actually, I relocated about almost 2 years ago. I just signed a lease literally like a month ago on a luxury 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment, and I just been living life on my own terms, like with so much time freedom, so much location freedom. I travel, I get to meet new people, and I pretty much get to just take it with me wherever, and it's just been life-changing. And on top of that, I've even been able to have my mom resign from her job to actually work with me, and she's been working with me for the past 2 years, and she now also has time freedom, location freedom, and all of that good stuff. It's literally worked for my family too, as well as my students. And if you guys want to see some of their testimonials, you can feel free to do so on my Instagram. It's literally in my highlight reel. Anyways, without further ado, I'm gonna get to what you came to this video for. To give you guys a bit of a timeline, in 2018 is when I actually got familiar with the fact that, oh, you can make money online. It was the rise of influencers, and people were kind of catching on to the fact that these influencers are making money online. And just by the way, guys, that's not how I made 1 million rand online, by being an influencer. I'm just painting a picture for you guys on when I started discovering this online stuff. Someone that was dating my uncle's stepsister, he actually put me onto these influencer platforms called Humans and Indahash. And long story short, I ended up signing up to them, and I made like some bucks here or there. I did that for the first, I would say, year and a half. And I'm not going to bore you with all the details, guys, but it didn't turn out to be really much for me. There were months where I would make like a couple of $100, and some months it was even like zero. Like there were just no active campaigns on those influencer platforms, and there was just no money in it. Fast forward to about 2021, I actually stumbled upon social media management, and that was God, okay? That was God leading me to the very thing that he wanted to lead me to for months already, but I wasn't listening because I was so set on leaning on my own understanding and doing what made sense to me and my human mind and doing it my way. And basically because of a lot of that, I actually always just was in this rat race, like always in this hamster wheel of like, it keeps spinning, but nothing's happening. So that was literally like a big reason for that. That's how I actually made my first 1 million rand online, is through social media management. The 6th of November 2021, I landed my very first client. That client paid me a little over the salary that I was getting at Kuro, just to post 5 times a week on her social media profile, and obviously just manage her social media. So write her captions, create her content, make sure that she's got stories up every week, posts up every week, you know, the whole thing, so that she can actually focus on the other things within her business that require more of her attention. I'm like, if I can just get a few of these clients, my life can literally change, because also the time it took me to run it didn't take me that long. And also there was so much freedom surrounding it, because I can do this from anywhere in the world if I wanted to. I can live that laptop lifestyle where I have it with me wherever I go. You know, I could be on vacation. I can be sipping a cocktail on a beach with my laptop in hands, and I can be doing it. Like, that's the type of life I want to live. A few months after I landed my first client, I landed more clients, okay? Because that's when that snowball effect starts happening. When you break through that initial barrier of getting your first client, which is the hardest thing you'll do, it took me about 3 months. That's when the snowball effect comes, and it just 1, 2, 3. Eventually, I landed more and more using Upwork, and I'm going to actually give you guys a practical little tutorial on how you can actually do this and get started in this space and all of that stuff. Don't worry, I'm not going to leave you hanging. When I landed a few of those clients, literally like in March the following year, so that was November, I got my first client. So literally in March, that's 4 months. In 4 months, I quit my job because I was earning significantly more than I was at my 7 to 3 job. I earned $3,350. So in rands, that's about over 50K. So I think that's about 55K. So imagine going from earning 7,000 rand a month to earning 55K a month. Literally a few months after that, I started outsourcing. When I outsourced, that's when I started making the most money I've ever made in my entire life. That's when I started scaling to like $10,000 months, which is about close to 200,000 rand months. So that was like the very crazy high months. And on average, I would earn anywhere from like $5,000 to $10,000 per month, just to give you guys like an idea of what I would get in. And why? Because of the fact that I was able to charge competitive prices as a business because I was based in South Africa. So the advantage for South Africans, and hear me when I say this, is you're able to charge competitive prices because your costs of living aren't as high as someone who's living in America or Europe. So you get to like charge prices that for them, like it's nothing to pay you like $500 a month for social media management. For you, that's close to 10K. That makes a huge difference. I mean, that's a salary within South Africa. When I realized that literally there's international business owners and businesses that have caught on to the fact that, hey, I can just hire a contractor online from like a third world country and it's going to benefit me because I don't have to pay the ridiculous amounts of money that I would have to pay a local because of the costs of living are obviously higher in America and Europe. I can actually pay someone within a third world country that's going to have a good work ethic also, that's going to be able to do the job good, but I can literally cut that price in half. Like more than half, and still have a good job done, and then both parties win. So that's what I had experienced, like when I converted dollar to rands and what the industry rate was for social media management for an American client or for a European client. I was stunned that you could earn 7,000 all the way up to 20,000 rand per month on managing one social media account for a business owner or a business. So let's dive into how I did this. Let's go. First thing that I did when I found out about social media management, take notes. I learned about Upwork. I had never heard about Upwork before. I had no idea what it was. My sister put me onto it because she had done all this research because she was in the exact same predicament as me, and she actually dived into what she's good at, which is graphic design. She did a bunch of research on how she can gain clients, and she came across Upwork, and that's how she actually started landing clients. Now, when it comes to social media management, the concept remains the same. Like you're gonna find those clients on Upwork. So that's how I learned about Upwork. However, before, and this is very important to consider because this is where a lot of people go wrong, and this is why I believe that many people do not get results from Upwork and trying to get clients from Upwork for social media management or for whatever else you're trying to do online. Because there's a lot of things, guys. There's virtual assistants, there's project management, there's graphic design, there is video editing. So with the social media management, guys, here's the important thing. Before you even think of creating like a Upwork profile and start doing outreach on it for clients, if you don't have certain things in place, you are not going to get clients. You're going to waste your time, waste your money. So what I do want to be transparent of is setting all of this up, like getting into all of this cost me nothing. The only thing that I had to pay for once I got to that point was Upwork to be able to apply to gigs, but it really didn't cost me that much. So I think I spent like in the beginning only like 120 rand per month to get going. There is some type of monetary sacrifice you need to make. So if there's a Netflix subscription you can cancel, if there's another subscription you can cancel it. This is about your future, and this is about getting you to a better reality. Cancel it, downgrade your lifestyle, stop going to the hairdresser, stop getting your nails done. Use that money to put it into Upwork. Like that's what it's going to have to take, right? Before you even start your outreach on Upwork, what you want to do is make sure that you get these things in place. Number one, you need to actually learn what the heck social media management is. I actually have a free masterclass coming up. So that's going to already give you a good picture of what you have to have in place. I have one coming up on the 26th of May. I pretty much do one like every month, like every other month. So definitely catch this one. If you missed this one, catch the next one. But catch the one, the link is below in the subscription, and you can actually learn all about how to get your foot in the door, social media management, and how to do it. Then once you've learned pretty much what it's about, how you need to go about service delivery, that is when you're going to dive into Upwork. That's when you want to create your Upwork profile and get that all going. Put a nice little description about yourself, put a professional headshot of yourself as the profile picture, and that's when you really want to start looking and doing outreach. Now, when it comes to outreach on Upwork, really important, guys, and this is where I've seen a lot of people go wrong, that try to do this with no training, no nothing. Here's the problem. You'll end up wasting time and money that could have been better spent when you actually know what to do. Once you go about your Upwork outreach, you want to make sure you have these two things in place. One, a solid portfolio, okay? If you, of course, starting out, you have no experience, right? So this is where, if you're a creative, go and create a body of work. Go on Creative Marketplace, purchase templates, or Canva has free templates that you can use, right? All of this you can actually set up for free. Like a portfolio you can create on Canva for free. And then samples of work you can create on Canva for free. So pretend in your mind that you have like 3 to 5 clients, is what I teach my students, that you have 3 to 5 clients, let's say a hair salon, a lawyer, a teacher, whatever, a personal trainer, and then create graphics for them, like create social media posts for them, create a little feed, and then have like about 3 to 5 feeds that you can showcase within your portfolio. Have some reels that you've edited that you can showcase in your portfolio, so that you have a good body of work that you can present to a client. Because a portfolio, this is all a portfolio is just showing the client what they can expect from working with you. So you do want to make sure that that's done with excellence, okay? However, if you're going the business owner route, and hear me with this, if you're not a creative person, if you're not good really with the creative end of things, like creating a social media post, outsource it. So this is what I say to the people who want to take it all the way and build it into a business from day one. Before you even get to portfolio, Upwork, go and hire someone. But then you just create a client profile instead of a freelancer profile, and you hire someone. You just put up a job post saying, I'm looking for a social media manager to create posts for me, to captions, you know, the whole thing. You're going to get a bunch of people interested in working with you. And then from there, you can actually check out their portfolio, see who's solid, book interviews with your shortlisted candidates, and then make your decision from there. Once you've hired someone, you obviously are not going to pay them yet because you don't have the money yet, but at least you already have them on standby. So what you're going to say to this person is, hey, I really loved your work. I want to move forward with you. I will be in touch with you within the next few weeks to discuss, you know, the first client that you'd be getting from me. So I will be in touch with you soon. And that's when you're going to be relentless about your outreach. Like, go to Upwork, create your freelancer profile, and apply. Now, once you have hired your team member, you actually are at a very big advantage because you can leverage the results and the body of work that they have in their portfolio and put it in yours. Why this is not unethical is because they are going to be the ones doing the work for your client. So it only makes sense to put their work in your agency portfolio so that the client can see, oh, okay, this is what's going to happen for me. So that's why it's not unethical. I'm a Christian. I don't believe in unethical practices in business. Okay. So just putting it out there before anyone wanted to come at me in these comments. So that's what you can do, right? If you want to take it the business route from day one, which I recommend if you do want to take it all the way. If you just want to do it as a freelancer, that's cool too. Then you're going to have to just spend a little bit more time on your portfolio to build that out with your own samples of work. So it's going to take you a few days, a week to really create that for yourself, make it pretty, make it profesh, and put that into your portfolio. Once your portfolio is ready, there's just one more thing to get ready, and that's your cover letter. And you want to include certain pointers. So you want to really, with your cover letter, just make it as short and sweet as possible, and just put in there, why are you the best fit for the job? And then link your portfolio. That's a winning cover letter. And I cover a lot more about all of this in my free training sessions coming up. So definitely join for that, because right now I'm just giving you like a brief outline. In the free masterclasses, I go a lot more into depth about what needs to be in there. But for now, for this video, just so that you know, hey, oh, okay, moving ahead, this is what I can do. This is how I can land clients. So basically, guys, that is how I did it and went about it, and that's actually how then I started landing clients. And I just had a lot of patience with it. I was just like, come hell or high water, I'm gonna do this thing. And that's really the key point here. You can't do outreach for a week and be like, oh, it doesn't work. Nah, it's because you haven't worked it enough. Okay, this is a volume game. This is a numbers game. The more outreach you do, the more your chances increase, and you will get a client. You just have to have patience. So I've literally had students land a client as soon as like a week into outreach, and I've had clients, take a few months because I don't know, maybe their volume wasn't as much as the other person or whatever. Everyone's timeline is different, but you just got to keep at it. So that's pretty much how I made $1 million in like about a year, less than a year. I made close to 2 million over a year and a half from simply just social media management, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, all I ask for you is just to simply subscribe and to give this video a like and leave a comment so that it can reach as many people as possible, because I truly, really do want to see as many South Africans win at this as possible. So I will speak to you guys in the next video. Bye bye, guys.